Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. right now here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today, we're talking about justice and productivity. What is the tie, the connection between justice and productivity? All right. If you're new to the show, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We also offer live one-on-one Productive Through Joy coaching for individuals looking to elevate, to raise their level of productivity. If you are, again, go to productivethroughjoy.com. Have me come out speak to your group, school, or organization. We have a very, very, very powerful program, and thanks for being here. Today, again, we're talking about the idea of justice and productivity, but allow me to say a few words first about myself. Again, this is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel, Americas, which it's just being launched now in bookstores, available everywhere, starting, I think now. You can get it, of course, at the website at Third World Press, the publisher, but it'll be in bookstores everywhere. Should be this starting next week, so it's out now, basically. You can get it through various venues even now. That book, again, Americas, is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered, and the conflagration that ensued happened there as well. It's about identical twin sons, one of whom contracts vitiligo. A really, really powerful story about America, about justice, about race and power. I'm also the current board president of the World Stage, a literary and jazz 501c3 nonprofit here in Los Angeles. We have 7 days of programming. You can go to theworldstage.org to learn about that incredible nonprofit. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD is in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English Lit at LMU here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a single divorcee. So at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Kool Modi famously said, how you like me now, right? And if I can be this productive and be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching the show. And in many ways that inspires our show. We are interested in helping people help themselves, helping businesses elevate their game, and especially those folks who've understood, dealt with some challenge, some difficulty. Because when people like us can have success, it really leavens those who learn our story, those who are around us. It gives people hope, inspiration, in a world that is connected. I know for me personally, I need inspiration. I need hope. And so we can serve that particular role for many people. So, yeah, thanks for being here. Again, go to productivethroughjoy.com to learn more about us. Now, today, again, we're talking about justice and productivity. But let me first say, as we do on most shows, briefly talk about the impact, the process, rather, of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. At times, we find ourselves tethered, stuck, embracing, hugging difficulty, challenge throughout our day, right? Trouble is on our mind. So we go through our day, we're thinking about the things in our mind, we're stressed, we go to sleep with those things in our mind, we wake up with those things in our mind, and we find ourselves, our lives being defined by our worries, our struggles. I've been there. That is not how you want to live your life. And you can get out of that incredibly destructive rut. As we know from modern science, that type of lifestyle, that stress lifestyle, really impacts our mental health, really impacts our physical health. You do not want that to be your life. And I know that if you're listening to this and it's speaking to you, I know I've been there. I know just what it's like. It's a terrible way to live. There's no choice about it. And because so many people live that way, we begin to think that, we begin to embrace the idea that it's normal. That is not normal, right? It's just not, and don't accept that normalcy from yourself. You don't have to be. You simply do not have to live that way, right? I know some of us have a chemical indoor a medical condition which is depressive. I get that. Um, we can also help, I think, with that as well. But I'm saying for some of us, that simply we can move beyond that. I'll leave it at that. So reach out, get some help. And again, we're pro therapy, pro what needs to be done, but we're also pro helping yourself uh, elevate to your next highest level of productivity. So again, thanks for being here right now. So let's dive in. Oh, so as a part of this framing your day before you frame yourself, right? As you framing your day before your day frames you, we talk about this in the context of ritual. Ritual can be defined as doing the same thing at around the same time, and so we we talk about this in the context of ritual, and so ritual can be defined again as doing the same thing at around the same time. So let me give you my brief morning ritual to serve as an exemplar. In the mornings, I wake up at 3:45. At 3:30, I read a couple of spiritual or business books. I do our show right now at 4:45. At 5, I work on my current novel until sunrise. And at sunrise, I go to the beach to meditate, pray, do yoga. I live here along the coast in Venice Beach, California. So I just walk out, I bring my drum, I meditate, I pray. It's a very, very powerful time. I come back, I work on my current book for a while longer. Then I go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica Superior, all the way back, run all the way back here to my gym in Venice to get my workout in and get my buff on. So by 10:30, guys, I'm feeling amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins. In that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives. We're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do. We help individuals craft a morning ritual that they can lean upon throughout their day uh, and be in a heightened state of joy. It's powerful, right? It's a very consistent way to approach it as well. So I'm reading 3 books now. I'm reading a book called Cash and the Flash, which is a book of that combines kind of spirituality and meditation. I'm reading a book called Owning the Moment, which is about owning the moment. It is what it is, says it is. And I'm reading a book called Now the Nag Hammadi Reader, which is a book about kind of about it's ancient Gnostic scriptures from the first, second, and third centuries. Very powerful. So I extract wisdom from those 3 books, and I create what I call my morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I am justice and love, so I take action to promote justice and abundance for myself, my family, and my community. So I think about that throughout my day, and then I dive right into the day and create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that idea. So today we're talking about justice and productivity. Again, go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. All right, let's dive in. So point 1 is you want to value justice. You know, oftentimes in the entrepreneurial world, we are so immersed in the business aspect that we're looking for ways to maximize profit, which I get, and that's the entrepreneurial life. But in the new context, that's the old model. The new model is that, listen, people want to support businesses efforts that help other people. That's just what it is, and millennials especially. So you want to reframe your attitudes about what businesses and do some due diligence. I'll leave it at that. It's there is lots of literature out there about this new model. Point 2 is you want to think about how do I begin to, in my own life, examine what I am doing that can promote justice. Meaning, you don't want to just kind of slap some justice sticker on your business or your efforts. You want to be able to think about deeply and genuinely, organically, what aspects of justice are you in need of enhancing. Allow it to be an inside-out process, which goes into point 3. As the leader of your company, whether it be large, medium-sized, or large, small, medium-sized, or large, when your personal ethic around justice is a real organic thing, it has a way of filtering down through your company, through your executive level staff, through your a day in, day out staff. You want to lead by example and allow that ethic to be a part of your company culture, and it will. Boom, goes the dynamite. Thanks for being here. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m., the last show of the week. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.